Hello and welcome to another Mech Merlin Group Buy News Stream. Thanks everyone for joining in. I see a Hello Manless, Itharock, Hello JPG, Big Euro, K105TY, FitLab, Blowmage, and Tataimo. And Comrade Questions and Aaron will no-scope you as well. Thank you guys for joining in so early at the start of the stream. For those of you joining in for the very first time, welcome to the Mech Merlin Group Buy News Stream. This is a weekly news segment covering all the group buys starting and ending for the following week. This specific episode covers anything tonight, March 27th, all the way till Saturday, April 2nd. So yeah, everything within this time frame is fair game. If you want to know what I've talked about already, you can execute the GB list command, which I will be executing in chat right now. GB list, so you can follow along, click on all the links right there. This is especially useful when we get to the audience group buy section, so you can figure out what I've already talked about. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about our very first ending group buy. This is the Milky Way Art Nouveau set. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But for $95, you have a TKL supporting base kit with most of the common layouts in between. You also have novelties, space bars, different colored space bars, 40 support, numpad, Nord, and a fancy floral desk mat, as you guys can see. Here, let me actually expand it so the pictures are a lot easier to see. Yeah, this is another Milky Way set. If you wanted to buy all of these kits, or all of these kits in the key set, you're looking to spend about $250. Thankfully, Milky Way isn't as backed up as GMK, so we're looking at a tentative Q2 2022 delivery. So pretty quick. So yeah, this one expires on the 27th. Check it out if you guys have time. Next up that is expiring is also expiring today. This one is a GMK set. For $125, you get a full-size supporting base kit. You also have novelties, space bars, Nord UK support, a fancy artisan with a skull on it, and 2 desk mats featuring the periodic table of elements. Check it out, you got the light one and the dark one as well. And to go all in on all of this, getting all the desk mats, the artisan, all of the different kits, you're looking at roughly $350. And unfortunately, this is a GMK set, so they're extremely backed up. We're looking at a Q3 2023 delivery. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Those are the only 2 sets expiring today. The rest of these sets, you have a little bit of a breather just because it's a few days later. This one expires on the 31st. Another GMK set. GMK Orange Boy, inspired by someone's cat. So yeah, for a $130 base kit, you have full-size support, and you've got novelties called kittens. Look at all those cats, very, very cute. And you also have, what's this next one? An artisan, a keycap artisan. To buy all of these 3 different items, you're looking at roughly $300. This one's interesting. They actually have a projected delivery date of Q2 2023 instead of Q3 from GMK Mercury. So I don't know why that changes like that, but as always, just expect later with the GMK, unfortunately. But yeah, check it out. Let's go through a couple more of these. Yep, there's the Neong 75. I've got a Neong 75, but it's not orange. Yeah, next up on our list is also expiring on the 31st. Here we go. This one is neither GMK nor Milky Way. This is Novelkeys Cherry Baja. For $65, this key set only comes with 1 kit, and this is what you get. Full size supporting with some of the common layouts in between, and you have a desk mat as well. $65 for the base. If you wanted to buy both these items, you're looking at roughly $85. Relatively quick delivery of Q3 2022. $65 for the base, $85 all in, Q3 2022 delivery. You know what? Those are the only sets that are expiring this month. Beginning April 1st, April Fool's Day, we have DMK Die for Me. You go DMK Die for Me, expiring on the 1st. This one is 110 for the base kit. Here, let's see if we can expand that. There we go. 110 for the base kit. A couple other kits available as well. Here, let's try and get to them. So this is a TKL base kit. So you've got the Villanella version and you also have the darker one as well, like this. 110 bucks. Couple other kits available. If you want triple shot, or actually not triple shot, if you want sub legends, you can get alphas for 39 bucks. Let's see, both light and dark variants. Got the numpad. Novelties also available in both light and dark. Space bars, white, whiter pink. You can get short space bars as well. But the cool thing about this is you don't have to individually select a lot of these different kits. You can also go for all-in-one for 419 bucks. If you really want to go all in on this, this comes with both base kits, along with both modifiers and both alphas, along with both novelties, all the space bars, and the numpad. All you have to do is to add the custom coiled cable for 69 bucks, along with the mouse mat or the desk mat. Yeah, to go all in on this, it's $518. Expected to arrive March 2022, and we're already at the last week of March. So does that mean if you join in on this group buy, it's basically just normal shipping? I don't know. If you have joined in on this, do let me know once it arrives to your doorstep. So as far as I know, those are the only key sets that are expiring this week. Just to recap, we have Milky Way Art Nouveau, we have GMK Mercury, here let me get better pictures, GMK Mercury, GMK Orange Boy, Novelkeys Cherry Baja, and DCS Divinikey Die for Me. Out of these 5 key sets, which ones are you guys most interested in? I'd love to hear from the audience. So Mercury, cool. For me, which one of these? You know, as much as I like Mercury, as much as I like GMK Mercury, if I could only buy one set this week, it would absolutely have to be GMK Orange Boy. Or because I just absolutely love cats, and having a novelties kit that is predominantly kittens, along with an artisan cat with a cat paw, I just can't miss out on this. My only regret is that it's orange. You know, I don't really have orange cats. I have a white cat and I have a brown cat. So orange is neither. As far as I know, those are the only key sets that are expiring this week. Let's move on to keyboards. This first keyboard that's expiring today was actually a keyboard that was submitted to me during the audience group buy segment. But yeah, this is the NotFromSam Size L. It's posted to me last week during the audience group buy section. Yeah, looks like a pretty generic TKL. My one critique about it last week was I was not a fan of having the badge so prominently displayed like that. It feels kind of out of place. See, it is $319 at its base, but if you go with the E-White variant, you do pay an additional 30 bucks. You also have an option for a mystery box, giving you a surprise colorway. Given that it is the same price as E-White, I would assume it's some kind of electrophoresis coating or something even more special. But if you do join in on this, you have a shipping time of early May, so not too long of a wait. All right, next up is a keyboard that was extended. It was supposed to expire yesterday, the 26th, but they have chosen to keep it open till the end of the month. What I'm talking about is the LW75. Talked about this last week already. It is a $325 75% keyboard. With its most notable characteristic is that it's got an encoder knob on the top left. In fact, I guess it would make more sense to show you. Here we go. This is my LW75 prototype. Really like it. Probably my go-to 75 for the time being. My main complaint about it is that the encoder knob, as out of the way as it is, it does take the place of where my escape key normally is. So it takes a while to get used to that. But then of course, when I switch back to another board, such as a Space 80, I end up screwing it up. So that's the main gotcha. But other than that, this is probably my favorite typing and favorite sounding 75 at the moment. So yeah, this is a $325 board. Of course, that comes with the soldered PCB. You have your choice of a hot swap PCB upgrade, getting an artisan knob of sorts, upgrading your plate to brass, or changing out to aluminum or FR4. And then you also have your option to change out your top bezel just to add a little bit more color to your board for 75 bucks. If you did all of that, you are looking at a $455 total price. So it can get pretty expensive. But knowing how I feel about the board, I think it's definitely worth it. Estimated time of delivery is Q4 2022. So yeah, not too far away. At least it's this year. See, FitLab says, surprised they extended the group buy of the LW. I'm sure it will fully sell out. Such a great board. Yes, they extended the group buy, but the total limit is 500, and he will not exceed that limit. So yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Expires on the 31st. Next up is a 40%. And this one expires the same day as the LW75. Pearl 40% for 560 bucks. Very expensive 40%. In fact, probably one of the most expensive 40% I've ever seen. You have your choice of two different PCBs, either a QMK powered one or a ZMK powered Bluetooth version. You have a couple choices for plate: polycarb, carbon fiber, FR4, aluminum, and brass. And check it out. If you guys look closely, you can even see the USB hub on there. Look at that. Let's see. Other specs here. Specifications. There we go. Hot swap PCB variant is the ZMK Bluetooth PCB. Top burger mounted, dedicated triple case indicators. Dual USB hub with audio jack. Very nice. Max 98 dB. Oh, very nice. And also comes with RGB underglow. I can definitely appreciate this aesthetic, but 40% have never been for me. Like, look, it's even got indicator LEDs on the bottom right as well. Where's the audio jack? If you look at this picture, it's to the right of the USB port. Here, can I zoom in more? There we go. There it is. That's the USB port. Let's see. I've seen the R1 before. Definitely cool. But this price is really high for me. $595. There we go. So check it out if you guys are interested. Expires on the 31st. Next up is another 40%. Also expiring on the 31st. The Barca. For $75, you get a tray mount case, good for, let's see, he's got a list of PCBs here. You can do the Omnibus PCB, the Airport Shuttle PCB. 75 bucks for a all metal case, and if you want to go that extra mile for an additional 50 bucks, you have a stainless steel feet. There you go. That's really the only picture that we've got of it right there. Stainless steel Toblerone style feet. 150 bucks total. No, sorry, 125 bucks total for the full kit. Yeah, we went from a 40% that was about 600 bucks all the way to a 40% that's about 100 bucks. So yeah, one on each end of the spectrum. I don't know enough about 40% to say whether or not something is missing here, but this does look fully featured. Let's see, couple colors available: silver, black, Baja. Well, I guess you can't really see. This is probably the best picture you've got. Got green, black, maroon, dark blue, silver, blue, orange, light blue, and because that's a pink. That's like the same shade as GMK Orange Boy. But yeah, I guess you could put GMK Orange Boy on this. Yeah, 75 bucks. Expires on the 31st. Delivery time for this, estimated delivery time is Q3 2022, so pretty quick. So as far as I know, these are the only keyboards that are expiring this week. So just to recap that once again, the 4 keyboards are the NotFromSam Size L, a TKL, the Laneware LW75, the Pearl 40, and the Barca. Out of these 4 keyboards, which one interests you the most? I'd love to hear from you guys. LW75, LW75, wow, that's 3 in a row. No, 4 in a row right there. For me, if I had to pick between these 4, like, I already have an LW75. To be honest, if I didn't have an LW75, I'd probably go for the LW75. But yeah, out of the remaining 3, the NotFromSam, the Pearl, or the Barca, I've never had a metal 40%. So the Barca actually really interests me. And $75 is not too much money, right? It's not too much money. My only issue would be trying to find keycaps that support it. Most of my GMK sets are already on my standard size boards, so I don't know if I have any that would fit a layout like this. That's the one problem. I'm really interested about the Pearl as well, but I feel like if I bought this board, this is like full commitment to 40%. Even if you couldn't type on it, you would force yourself to type on it because you spent 600 bucks, right? If you're wanting to learn to type on 40%, buy the Pearl for 600 bucks. Merlin, you can easily afford the Pearl several times over. Yes, I have 2 kidneys, 2 lungs, 1 heart, a liver. Yep, definitely can afford it multiple times. But yeah, that's as far as I know, those are the only group buys in our hobby that are expiring this week. So if you were to buy everything from Milky Way Nouveau all the way to the Barca, buying the premium options of each keyboard, buying every single kit in a key set along with the Deskmats, cables, artisans, whatever, you're looking to spend a grand total of $3,027. $3,027, and keep in mind, this does not include shipping, taxes, or custom fees. So in reality, it's probably more like $4,000. I think this is the highest in this month. Let's move on to missed group buy. Despite my best efforts, I still miss a few things, even with you guys helping me during the audience group buy section. This week, I seem to have missed 2 items. The first one actually caught me by surprise. Did not expect them to make a key set. But this is the Monokei Series 1 white on black. There you go, for 88 bucks. 88 bucks, you have a full-size supporting kit. What else says? PBT material, cherry-ish profile. Very interesting. They seem to be one of the more honest people when they talk about PBT cherry profile. It's also double shot, and the thing that I find the most important and the coolest is that it is made in my home country of Taiwan. I'm not sure of too many keycaps that are made in Taiwan. Like I would guess the Ducky ones are, the Taihao ones are. I wonder who they're talking to for this. But yeah, this one runs from March 26th, yesterday, all the way till April 8th. And it is currently already in production for a fulfillment of sometime June, July of this year. But yeah, check it out. It doesn't really look like it fits every single layout, because if you look at this gives you that numpad. I see a standard 6575. Sangan is there. They've even got split spacebar. But it definitely doesn't have more of the obscure layouts. Like if you're one of the 2U shift users, that's not here. If you are a 660 user, it doesn't look like they've got two 2.25U shifts, you know, so forth and so on. But you do get a fancy Monokei logo for your escape key. Yeah, I think this is an actual product picture. That Q to me looks a little bit mushed up. Everything else seems not bad. I like how for the shift key, they actually are using an icon instead of the actual text. Just because shift space T is such a common problem, right? So by making it an icon, they kind of skip out on that. They matched it to GMK's WS1 and CR. To me, it looks pretty close. I can't really tell on the black. For the WS1, it almost seems like the Monokei set is whiter. Like the WS1 looks just a tad bit warmer. This one looks a little whiter. So yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Let's see, when was it expiring? On April 8th. Let me put that really quick. Alright, the next item that I missed from last week is also a key set. Here we go. This one is GMK Cream Matcha. For 126 bucks, you have a TKL supporting base kit. You do have a bunch of other kits available. Alternate alphas, novelties. Those novelties look pretty cute. Numpad, Nord UK, space bars. You have a cream matcha Deskmat. You have a how to make matcha Deskmat as well. Probably a very simplified version of like how to do it. You also have two Thok artisans, or one Thok artisan and an Acero artisan. And last but not the least, you have key set color matched switches. For 580, you have the cream matcha switch. Here we go, perfect, switches. This is a tactile switch, PC shell, palm stem, 68G 2-section gold-plated spring, and made by JWK. Oh, okay. See, Kitty now says, not quite my cup of tea, ha ha ha, I appreciate you, man, I love it. But yeah, as usual, because this is a GMK set, do expect a Q3 2023 delivery date, or possibly later. 126 for the base. If you were to go all in, if you were to go all in on this, buying every single kit, space bars, artisans, switches, and all that, you are looking at about 500 bucks for GMK Cream Matcha. So as far as I know, those are the only two that I missed, but I guess I will find out during the audience group buy section how badly I did this week. But let's talk about starting group buys. The very first item that is starting tomorrow. This is GMK Maroon. GMK Maroon has one custom color, RAL 4004, and one stock color, GMK's WS1. So this is similar to the Monokei WS1 that I talked about earlier. And there we go. Maroon with white accents, WS1 accents, maroon everything else. So if you don't like the entirely maroon set, you do have your choice of getting alternate alphas that are just WS1. These space bars, looks like it's only 3 kits: base, alternate alphas, and space bars. Very cool. He does have pricing for this. The base on its own is 135 bucks. To buy all 3 kits, base kit, alternate alphas, and space bars, you're looking at about 250. And because GMK, you know, Q3 2023. Look at that. That is the Stiletto, I believe. No, that's the Beak. That's the Beak 6.5. The Stilo Studios Beak 6.5. So close to Bordeaux. Yeah, I would call this more Bordeaux than anything. TGR Alice. Looks nice. The Dogco 959. Oh, such a beautiful board. It feels like a slight off maroon. I would agree with you on that. See, Deskmats. Cute. Whoa. Topography Deskmat. Wave Deskmat. Nice. Let's see. Vendors are going to be My Keyboard, Prototype is Desk Hero, Valve Supply, Z Frontier, Pantheon Keys, and Switch Keys. Nice. Very cool. I'm not too excited about it, to be honest. Maroon, reds are generally not colors that I go for. If it does work for you, group buy starts tomorrow on the 28th, so check it out. That's the only key set that's starting this week. Fingers crossed that I'm right about that. But we can actually start talking about keyboards that are starting this week. Bunch of keyboards starting this week, with the first one occurring on the 29th. This one is the Keychron Q3. Keychron Q3, this is their follow-up to their Q1 and Q2. The Q1 was the 75, the Q2 was the 65, and the Q3 is a TKL. So you do have your options. You can get a fully assembled one, fully assembled with knob, or barebone knob, or barebone ISO. Like, it starts off at 154 bucks and goes all the way to 184 if you don't buy it soon. There, you do have your choice between carbon black, silver gray, or navy blue. I personally think that their silver gray looks the best. I have received prototypes of the Q1 and the Q2. Q2 was blue, Q1 was black. Wasn't too excited about any of those colors, but everyone else who got a silver one, I thought that one looked great. So my personal favorite out of the Keychron colors would probably be silver gray. Yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Double shot OSA PBT keycaps, and also comes with Gateron G Pro switches. The same switches that the Q2 came with. So wasn't too a big fan of those either, but you know, it is a hot swappable board, south facing hot swappable board, so you can change it out however way you please. All right, next item that is starting. This one I have been eyeing for some time. This one starts on the 30th. Here we go. This is the QWERTY Keys QK65 for 99 bucks, starting on 6 p.m. EST on March 30th. You have quite a few colors to choose from: chroma, golden, double black, black, purple, golden, e-white, blue, golden, silver, and green. Yeah, for 99 bucks, not a bad price at all. Such a good deal, I say. Comes with the pre-assembled case, CNC top, die-cast bottom case, and PVD stainless steel weight. Keep in mind, this is a $99 board, right? Once you add like configuration options and stuff, you start seeing it go up to like $149. So just keep that in mind when you jump in on this. But overall, I think this is a great deal. At least from the prototype reviews that I've seen on YouTube, this looks to be very good. Very good for the price. So yeah, check it out. Here, let's look at the sale page for a little bit more information. Come on. There it is. Here, I'll post this in chat as well. Big Euro says, might be the Keeb of the year, possibly. Yeah, this is surprising. Super surprising. Here it goes. The solder kit is 99 USD each. Of course, if you want the E-White variant, it goes up to 119. For the plates, you have your choice of PC Palm, aluminum, or FR4. Solder, PCB plus plate foam plus PE foam. Yeah, see? Like I said, it goes up to 149 or 169 bucks. But yeah, this seems to be a very good board. So definitely, if you are curious, if you're looking to get in on the hobby, if you're trying to, you know, encourage a friend to join in the hobby, I'd say point them to this board. Like, I know there are other options out there, but I like to point people to the newest thing because it keeps them up to date, right? So yeah, I would recommend checking this out. The cool thing about this is not a group buy. This is an in-stock sale, right? So you have, well, it's an in-stock sale, but the ETA, check it out. The ETA, where's the ETA here? My notes say 4 to 8 weeks, so kind of a group buy, kind of not, maybe more like a pre-order. Yeah, check it out. This guy starts on the 30th. 6 p.m. EST to be exact. Alright, let's move on to the next board. The next board starts on the 31st and is a board that I have personally been waiting for a very long time. This one is called the Chapter 1. There you go. The Chapter 1. This is a 65% with exploded layout, so the arrow keys and rightmost column are separated out, and it also has an encoder knob. You may be saying, oh Merlin, don't you already have a Keychron Q2 with that same layout? Yes, I do, but I knew about this before I knew about the Q2, and the Q2 actually made it to market before this. But yeah, the reason why I would prefer this over the Q2 is because I love thick bezels. And look at the bezels of this thing, right? There are other boards like this. There's the Chimera. Let's see, what other 65s have an exploded layout and an encoder knob? All I can think about is the Q2 and the Chimera. So it's called the Chapter 1 because, you know, he's pairing this along with a comic book of sorts, and that's Chapter 1, right? If he's successful with this group buy and he continues to make even more keyboards, by the time he gets to his 7th keyboard, he should make it as outlandish and as expensive as possible, because it would fit the Chapter 7 name. See, vendors are going to be Island KB, DailyClack, Ash Keeps, My Keyboard, and Mekibo. Yeah, it looks very good. So yeah, I am one of the reviewers who was sent this, and I literally just picked it up yesterday. And since this is starting on the 31st, I don't really have much time to do an unboxing. I just have time for a build stream. So I figured I would do a quick unboxing tonight. He actually sent me 2 little containers here. So this first one has a brass plate, Mil-Max PCB, a knob, gaskets, feet, extra Mil-Max sockets. I probably won't open this one just because everyone's seen a PCB before, right? But let's go take a look at this. What's the price of this again? This is projected to be $430. Yeah, it's actually not that heavy. At least doesn't feel that heavy. My Emery 65 is a lot heavier. I think I have enough of the tape cut. I don't even remember what color he sent me, so you guys will find out when I find out. Ooh, okay. Still don't know what color it is. Let's see. Ooh, it's blue. It is blue. Blue top, silver bottom from the looks of it. Ooh, look at that. That blue is so dark. It almost looks black, doesn't it, guys? Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that weight. Holy cow. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn down my lighting. It's super chunky, right? Look at that. Blue top, white bottom. Actually, I thought that this was a silver bottom, but it's a white bottom. Reminds me of a budget Geist. Here you go. USB daughter board support right there. Very nice. Here, let me just compare it with other blue boards that I have within reach here. One board that I recently made on stream was the Savage 65. If you guys are interested, you guys can still make the Savage 65 or any of the Brutalist board purchases and get 40% off a key set or 45% off a switch, so definitely check that out. This blue is even deeper than the Savage 65 blue, which I thought was a very deep blue. Another blue board. This one's obviously a much lighter blue. This is my TGR Jane. Yeah, probably the darkest blue board in my collection at this point. This is the Keychron Q2. I have mine built with KS9s, Gateron KS9s, along with the Canon Keys Nice PBT Winter Tundra. Yeah, look at that blue. This is the Chapter 1. Here, let me read through some of the specs here. Details, details, details. 65%, obviously, isolation gasket mount with leaf spring plate, 6.5 degree typing angle, 18 millimeter front height, excluding front chamfer. Footprint is 340 millimeters wide by 136 deep. Weight is between 1.8 kilograms and 2.5 depending on configuration. Okay. Cool. ANSI and ISO plate options available. 6.25 and 7U spacebar. USB-C daughter board. Aluminum and polycarb case options. Various weight options. Custom knob. Expected Q3. Yeah, the polycarb actually looks really, really nice. I know his personal unit is the polycarb because he was really big into the polycarb. That's probably my board. That's probably the board that he sent me. That looks like the blue one, huh? Can I show the PCB? Yeah, sure, why not? Let me just show off the PCB. There we go, look at that. Those are the gaskets I will need to install. Here is the daughter board. It looks to be IO3 spec, but looks different from the actual IO3 C3 daughter board. So good thing I've got a bunch of them. Good thing I've got a bunch of them lying around here. So I will cross-reference them and see which one's better. So Rook Design actually sent me a soldered PCB that was mil-maxed. So it'll be like an easier build. There we go. There's the knob, coder knob. Okay, let's just make sure he's got all the spots that I want. Good. 2U backspace, ANSI enter. I know Rook Design is from somewhere in Europe, so I think he's an ISO user. I'm not sure about these two though. I may have to put additional mil-max sockets there, but everything looks pretty decent. That's probably why this looked different. His ESD protection is on the PCB itself. So for all of you PCB designers out there, I don't know if there's any benefit to having ESD protection on the daughter board and on the PCB itself. Is it redundant or is it actual extra protection? I don't know. Microcontroller is at Mega32U4. Reset button over there. No form of LEDs other than, what's this? No, that's an ISP header. Okay. Yeah, no LEDs. Not even on the caps lock. Unfortunately, he did not send me a fancy comic book. It's very unfortunate. Maybe it's just not ready yet. Okay, this is a brass plate. I don't know if it's shiny or not, or sandblasted. Oh, it's sandblasted. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This actually reminds me, this kind of plate design reminds me of the Novelkeys 65, where he had really long leaf springs right there. That's actually a pretty thick plate too. That seems to be thicker than a standard plate. Or at least it feels like it. Feels like it. As many of you know, I actually don't like brass plates. I find it too stiff. So hopefully the build stream, which is happening this Tuesday, will convince me otherwise. We'll see. I might like message him later on and be like, hey, can I just buy an aluminum plate from you? Can I just buy the comic strip from you? Given my experience with the Space 80, tomorrow I will put all the gaskets on the board for us, so I'm not spending like an hour putting gaskets on during the build stream. All right, that is it for the relatively quick unboxing. So once again, I just unboxed the Chapter 1 by Rook Design at 65% with exploded layout and rotary encoder knob. This guy starts on the 31st. So check it out. Check it out if you guys are interested. The next board that is starting on the 1st, April 1st. Here we go. This is the Spectacle. If you guys watch my interest check video that I post once in a blue moon, This was one of the latest boards that I talked about. These are the same people who made the Beak 6.5, which we saw in there, this guy. Stilo Studios made this board as well. They are back with their second board called the Spectacle. Group buy starts April 1st. Starts at $299. It is a 60% with a blockered layout. It's a win keyless 60%. And one of its major hype features is this curve over here. Pretty neat, pretty beautiful. 1.1 kilograms, and the poly kit is 0.9 kilograms, typing angle 6 degrees, top mount board 18.9 front height, plate is 50-52, PCB is the Wilbitech ones, and it also has a unified C3 daughter board. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It is quite the spectacle. Exploded view. See that? Look at that bottom one. Is the bottom brass? Unfortunately, it's not. It's just brass colored aluminum. But who knows? Maybe in the future they will release a special edition spectacle with a brass bottom. And you can be sure that that won't just be $299. It'll be like $400 or $500. Something like that. Look at that. Really, really fancy side profile, if you ask me. Hopefully it didn't add too much to the cost, right? Wouldn't it be funny if they're like, oh yeah, if we didn't put the fancy curve, this board would have been $150. Yeah, I don't know too much about CNC machining, but here, let's get that picture again. That seems awfully complex to do. There will be 400 units available at Thoughtkeys and rest of the world, stilostudio.com. Your first come, first serve. Let's see. Any notice of ETA? Not really at this point, unfortunately. But yeah, check it out if you guys are interested. Starts on April 1st. This next board is called the SKL, or Skill for short. If you guys click on that, you know that I am one of the reviewers of this board. Check out what people are saying. Mech Merlin, I kind of like it. Alex Soto says, is this it? Yep. You guys can check it out. This is another board with a fancy side profile. You can see the curve here. Not quite as fancy as the Spectacle, but close enough. This is another TKL. You know, prototypes are still being made, stuff is still being checked out, but this is the bottom of the TKL, SKL with a little smiley face. So yeah, couple specs for this. It's gonna have a programmable OLED encoder. Though, to be honest, I have not encountered a non-programmable OLED encoder in our hobby. Typing angle 6 degrees. Top and bottom case aluminum. Weight material brass standard. Colors are yellow, which the prototype is in, along with blue, green, lavender, glow green, and red. Big Euro is in chat right now. He's involved with this project as well. Big Euro, when you send me the prototype, do not send me the lavender one, please, because I cannot see the colors purple, okay? So do not send me the lavender. Send me the yellow one, please. Let's see. Other stuff here. Mounting O-ring or gasket. Plate material polycarb or aluminum. No lavender and add cat. Yes, definitely add a cat and I will shield this board. PCB options, hot swap and solder options, and split spacebar. Very cool. 5.2 pounds built, or 2.8 kilograms. Let's see, only 3 vendors noted so far. Paramount Keebs here, Mechland in Canada, and Stax KB in India. The latest update, March 25th, is manufacturer updating design during prototype process. With any luck, I will get this before the 1st, and I'll be able to do another build stream of this. Check it out if you guys are interested. I know there's not too much information quite yet, but hopefully in the next couple days we will receive additional information. I think we are now at the audience group by section. As I said, I am cutting the stream a little bit shorter, so we'll probably, let's do only three group buys from the audience. You never made it this far before? Rules are simple. Whisper me a group buy that is either starting or ending this week that I missed during the show. If you don't know what I talked about, definitely execute that GB list command, which I just did in chat, so you know what I missed and you can send me stuff. See, next one here is Baron Law. Baron Law sent me, that's not true. Okay, so Baron Law messaged me, he said, this is a cat Deskmat, and then he sent me a link starting yesterday. But to me, this does not look like a cat at all. Heno Confetti Deskmats. That is not a cat. Clickbait, such a clickbait, holy crap. But since I already opened it up, might as well talk about it. But here, Confetti Deskmats, check it out. Let's see what this is called. Heno Confetti Deskmats. From 3/26 to March 8th. There we go. My mistake. How dare you trick me? How dare you trick me? Alright, now I bet people are just gonna message me in like future streams and be like, hey Merlin, it's a cat keyboard, it's a cat keycap, it's a cat Deskmat. I mean, ooh, okay. Then when I click on it, it's something completely different. I see another person sending me a whisper, so that's good. Let's go take a look at this. I will not be clickbaited again, so let me review this first. This one's from Blowmage. Started Saturday, tinted Alice style HHKB 40 starts at $350. Alice style 40% at $350. Interesting. Whoa. Oh, it even lets you have a rotary encoder on the bottom. That's nice. My feelings for this board are probably the same way I feel about the Pearl R2. Looks absolutely gorgeous, but not a 40% user, and that price starting at $350 is not something I would consider doing. Like right now, the only 40% I would consider buying from this week is the Barca. Here we go, PCB hot swap, no need to solder, Type-C, mini daughter board, ESD protection, ISP header, QMK and VIA compatible. Oh, what's this, remap? What is remap? Remap allows you to configure key maps and lightings of your keyboard, QMK firmware and web browser. Oh, this is new. I've never heard of this before. A browser-based way to edit your key maps? Very interesting. However, one of the reasons why we in QMK never allowed you to use QMK Configurator to flash your board directly is because it's a security risk. Yeah, right now I don't know how this works, but it seems really interesting. See, thank you very much, Blowmage. But anyway, doesn't look like anyone else is sending me stuff, so I think that's good. But yeah, thanks guys for joining in. My next stream, as I said earlier, will be this Tuesday, in which I build this guy, the Rook Design Chapter 1. There have been other prototypes sent out in previous month, but apparently mine is the most modern prototype, so this is pretty much as close to production as you will get. So if you guys are curious to hear my thoughts and opinions about the board, even if it has a brass plate, which I don't like, yeah, tune in Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. PDT. So thanks guys for tuning in, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good start to your week, everyone. Bye-bye.